we should get those big box cube lights. And I'm thinking, no, we shouldn't. How about right here?
Sure.
Yeah. So spring cleaning, getting ready. We're having Martha's Kitchen tonight. And there's something really special when you're inviting someone over and you start looking at your home the way someone else might look at your home. And it doesn't look quite as inviting or as endearing. Oh, look, that's the scratch across the floor that's, you know. So I spent time and I thought, I don't want to make the house right for anyone else. I want to make the house right for me. Right? And then when you look into the room meets you. There's a welcome there. And I had taken time to do that. And then when I got onto my mat, that same state of mind was there. And so if we were to just get on our mats and it's like spring cleaning for yourself, how can I sort of put things in their places and clean out in the corners? And I'm not getting ready for anyone else. I'm getting myself ready for me. And then when I finished and I rested, I had this sense of being my own guest. You know, and I arrived and it would be like when you walk out and you go, it should look like this every time, right? Instead of waiting for a party. Let's just have this experience of ourselves, that you are the guest and you are the homemaker, and the two come together and feel so delicious and right. So for me, that was the best understanding of spring cleaning. We're going to start on the back and then a very simple full body practice. Nothing racy, just a real sense of coming home. That would be our goal. On your back, knees are bent, feet are flat. Good. And just for a moment, feel the exhalation. Feel yourself settle. You hear all the sighs in the room. Oh, decompressing, landing, arriving. Let your knees slowly wash from side to side. And feel how that changes your breath. Take your hands wider, perhaps your hands a little bit overhead. Oh, and see what that starts to change. Through the hips and the pelvis. That ideally what we're relieving out of the body, out of our connective tissue, is really the assumptions we have about who we are. What we need to do. We're just getting more and more neutral. Draw your right knee into your chest, bless you. Interlace your fingers over your right shin, let your left leg go long, and then reach the left heel up to the ceiling and down. Inhale up, exhale down. So finding the hinge of the hip. Flex your feet, then point your feet, and flex your feet, then point your feet, and curl your toes into your foot like a little fist, and then spread the toes wide. See if you can widen the balls of your feet. Good. And then left heel to the floor, left hand overhead. Stand in your left heel, and shake out your right foot. Shake out your right knee. And that shaking allows the left hip and ribs to get a little bit bigger, a little bit longer, a little more space. And then left hand to left shin, bring it in, interlace your fingers, right leg long, heel up and down. With this idea of I am clearing space, that I'm preparing my body for myself. That all the ways that my body has carried me through time, I have little accumulations of that time and the narrative of that time, and I'm just letting it come back to empty, to neutral, to now. Roll your ankles. And all the clicking and popping and closing open your toes and get into your feet. And then your right heel down and your right hand overhead. Shake out your left foot. Get heavy in your shoulder, get heavy in your hip. Opening out. Yeah. Good.
hands to your shins, and using your hands, widen your knees, and then bring your knees together using your hands to help. Widen your knees, and then using your hands to help. And you can inhale as you widen and exhale as you press close. Now flex your feet and get a little stronger in the arms, in the legs, in the arms, in the legs. Good. And then you'll flex your feet, slide your palms right to where your thighs meet your knees. So I'm pressing into the lowest aspect of my thighs. My heels are the height of my knees. My fingers are spread. I'm not holding. Press your knees into your hands. Press your hands into your knees. Beautiful. A little tuck of the chin. Walk the back of your head back. Keep the left hand. Take your right hand overhead. Keep your left right where it is. Now bring the right hand to the right knee. Press. Left hand opens. Good. Press. Navel to spine. You're making stability. You may move as slowly as you like. You may move as quickly as you like. You are clearing your way back to the ground of yourself, to the anchor, to the bedrock. Imagine a little tip of your tail, like the tip of your tail is lifting up and the low back is flattening down. We're going to go 5, 4, yep, 3, good, 2, 1. Put your hands wide, put your feet flat, and let your knees move side to side again, softly. And just come apart a little bit more. Good. Lift your feet off the floor. Put your hands behind your head. We're just going to stretch out the feet and open and close your feet. Open and close your feet. You can tuck your chin, lifting your head and shoulders off the floor, or you can keep your head to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, good morning. And heels up high. Open and cross. And cross. Like the real pleasure of coming into your body. Flex your feet, Lori, flex. That's it, that's it. And then go slowly enough that you can feel the very outer edge of the heels open and then the very center cross. So there's no rush. There's no rush. Practicing rush is not beneficial. We already practice rush most of the day. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. 1, feet flat, hands wide, notice. Hips, belly, breath. Let go more. Draw your feet off the floor, make circles with your knees. You may make circles with your knees or extend your legs and make circles with your legs. And how does that start to clear your breath? How does it start to clear your breath? Ethel, you're the one closest to the note, I think. You win. You're the bouncer. I'm sorry. Thank you, love. Right. 1 more. Awesome. Keep your feet up. Hands behind your head. Take your right hand outside the left foot and then back to center. Your left hand outside the right foot and back to center. Cross and to cross. And to cross. Get up underneath your shoulder blades. Move through the sides of your body. Hug your feet together. Yeah. Don't bite your lip. Yeah. Good. So that side to side motion. Bring your fingertips and reach forward so that you reach into your right and you reach into the left. And you're starting to scooch through the sides of your waist and the sides of your spine. Stand on the ceiling. Move sides and move sides. 5, 4, 3, 2. Put your feet flat. Tap your heels. Right and left. And right and left. So get it a little bit juicy. You can get a little cranky. Go where you need to go. Come into the moment for 3. Good. For 2. Good. And lie back. Hands a little higher. Right, so we moved from the base where your abdominal wall meets the pelvis, all the way up to where your abdominal wall meets the ribs.
So feel the whole front line of your body. Let it be bright and strong. You don't need to carry anything else forward. Good, good, good. Get your blocks and bring them under your hips, on their bellies. So belly down is in their lowest setting and they're going side by side. Lift your hips and slide the blocks together underneath. Yes, perfect. Feet flat and under your heels. Palms flat beside you. Take your right hand overhead. Just pause a beat. Press your left palm flat to the floor. The back of your right hand flat to the floor overhead. So now you're elevating the right side rib. You're dropping the right side shoulder. You're resting in the right side heel. Let your right knee open and fall center. Let your right knee open. It won't feel like much. Let it fall a little further center, the right knee falling towards the left knee. A little hug into the center line. That's the psoas. Keep it there. Keep hugging towards the left knee. And the right hand comes down. And the left hand goes overhead. Start by pushing your right palm to the floor. And the back of the left hand overhead. Now the left knee side to side. And as the left knee drops in towards the right knee, get that little extra length through the front of your hip. Come on, right here. You're great. Yeah, however you need to go. Super. And then bring it down. Lift your hips, put your blocks on their sides, so bring their bellies together. You're a little bit higher, left palm down, right hand overhead. Tuck your shoulders under. Now tap your right heel out a little bit. Tap your right heel into the floor. Tap your right heel into the floor. And get a little higher, the right ribs rise, and now your right knee opens and closes. Way up under the back of your abdomen. Right, this is behind the kidney. And it comes all the way over the front of your pelvis to your right inner thigh. And your right hand down and your left hand overhead. And tap your left heel out. So you could clear the way, shake it loose, and then open and close. So that you're getting longer from the mid-back all the way down to the inner thigh. Longer and longer through the low abdomen. Good. Find center, plant your heels, try it out. Lift your hips off the block. Do they stand up? Can you turn it on its tail? You're making a little progress. If not, stay on its side. Put your elbows down. Press your elbows into the floor. Point your fingers at the ceiling. Tap your heels, both of them. Tap your heels and let the tapping loosen the grip on the front of your belly. Shoulders down, back of the head down. Tap your heels, now both hands overhead. On your exhale, you bring your elbows to the floor, out the mouth. Hands overhead, inhale through the nose. Elbows down, out the mouth. 5. Inhale over. Out. Up. And down. Hold. Again. And down. One more. Elbows down. Lift your hips, take out the blocks, straighten out your legs, take your time. One leg out and then the other, and notice the whole front surface of your body. The change is quite remarkable. An evenness, a calm radiance. You are making your body ready. You're making your body ready for you to be in it more fully, more contentedly, happily. Good. Draw your knees to your chest. Wag your tail. You'll roll forward and back and come to stand. Put your blocks at the top of the mat.
great, right where you are. And as you stand up at the top, come onto the balls of your feet and walk around a minute. And as you do, check it out that your toes aren't all hunched together. This is a chance to really kind of spread out the balls of your feet, spread out the toes a little bit so that you can have less and less wobbling. Steady, heels up, toes wide, chest broad, and then sit your heels down. So inhale, lift your heels. Yeah, tippy, tippy, find it. And then set it down, hands down. Just bring your hands shoulder height. That's it, that's it. Heels up, open the arches of your feet, set it down. Now hands overhead, ready? Take it all the way up. And all the way down. So notice that you held your breath at the top. Bring it up and right back down without holding your breath. Hands go a little bit back, 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 back. Lift up. Open the front surface and set it down, right? You want to fall down. See if you can go slowly, all the way up. Find it, find it, find it, find it, all the way down. Nice. This time we're going to fold. Hands up high. As you drop your heels, fold forward. Your tail goes back. Your head comes down. Hands overhead. Good. Stand up. Hands up, heels up. Hada. Heels down, hands down, head down, overhead. We go. Inhale up a little bit quicker. And then down. Yup, in and up. Little lift out and down. Use your feet, lift up. Lift your heels and down. Last one, bring it up. Heels up, heels up, heels up, heels up. Fall. Now stand up, no hands overhead, and notice feet, legs, heart, hips, better. Step your left foot back. Put a block up at the front of the left side, ahead where your left foot would be. And take your left hand high. And take your right hand wide with your right thumb down. Take it to your mid-back. Lift your heart, look up. And on your exhale, fold forward. Good. Drop into your feet. Inhale, rise up like you could lift your front heel. Lift, 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 lift. Now drop your heel and fold again. Maybe to the floor, maybe the block. Opposite hands. Actually swap your feet. Yes, swap your feet. That's it. And then fold. Good. Heels down. Now stay and swing your hips left. Drop your head down. Hand to the block or hand to the floor. Your choice. So with the support of the block, don't leave the floor, but lift up as far away from your left fingertips as you can and fold back down. A little longer. 2 more like that, lifting halfway, broaden your chest and fold down into the heels. Lift up, find the balls of your feet, a little lift of the heels, lift up, rock forward, and heels down, hips back. Stay. Bring your block underneath your left shoulder. Press straight down and revolve to turn to the right. Scissor your thighs, reach your right hand high. Turn your palm forward. Revolve, send your right hip back and your left heel down. Broaden your collarbones. Reach your right hand overhead. And then your right hand back to your right hip, look down. Your right hand overhead, look up. Your right hand to your right hip, look down. Last time, reach up, reach over. Pause, scissor your thighs. Stay. Feel from your heels to your toes and rest in both evenly. Right hand high, look down. Right hand to right hip, step your left foot up. Yep. And unfold, taking your right hand high. Left hand holds your right wrist. Go left. So a little wriggle, a little shake, tap out the heels, go where you need to, up and open, up and open, and then the right hand goes wide as you bend your right knee, catch the top of your foot. Long through the front of the belly, strong into your left heel, gaze on one point. And set it down and notice right side, left side. Joe, will you move just a little bit this way and Ethel come over next to Joe because I can't see you. It's killing me. Good.
So shake it out, right? So changing your feet, changing your block. Left foot is up, block in front of the right foot, feet on two separate lines. Left hand wide, thumb down. Take your hand behind your back. Get out. You left in working. Awesome. All right, right hand high. All good otherwise? All right, a little bit. And then fold. And then fold. Good. Find the block, find the floor, find your feet, setting up so that you can rise up. Looking up, lift your front heel. Got a little extra lift. Now heel down, tail back. Find your front heel, find your front toes. Go again, rise up. Rise up. And then sweep forward, hinging down. Yeah, last time. Your feet. Put the other foot forward. 100%. Now we go. Good. And pause. Pause. Lift halfway. Fold. Lift halfway. Fold. Feel from your heels to your toes. Bring your right hand under your right shoulder. Bring your block if you need it. Revolve to the left. Left hand high. Oh, scissor the hips, scissor the thighs. Turn your palm to the front. Feel, are you even between the heel and the toes? And now overhead. Yeah. So Linda, turn the palm to see the floor. That way. Yeah, now reach up. Left hand to the right hip. And up and over. Good. Look up. Now hand to your hip, look down. All the way up behind your ear, along your jaw. Hand to hip, look down. Hand overhead to stay. Weight is in your heels and out to the tips of your toes. Good. Left hand to your hip, look down. Step your right foot up, unfold. Right hand takes your left wrist and go to the right. Little wag, little length, let it out. Good. And then weight to your right foot, catch the left foot, and open the front. So you can balance with a hand high, you can put two hands behind, you can put a hand on your hip. All options. So the left kneecap points down. Stephanie, bring your hips forward. Yeah, there you go, so that you're opening. That's it, knee down. Good, good, good. And then 2 feet down, 2 hands high, reaching up in the... Good. Soften your knees, fold all the way down. Lift halfway. Good. Step your left foot back, bring your left knee down. If you need to, set up a blanket. As we move, we'll just flush that out with our sun seed. So left knee down to the floor, to the blanket. Back toes are tucked under, hands up high. Open it all. And then folding down, step your right foot back, down dog. Joe, if you like, tuck your back toe under for stability. Left foot steps up, right knee down. Back toes tucked under. That gives you a little press into the back foot and hands down. Good. Step your right foot up. Hands go wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, stand up. Palms together, down your back, tuck your chin. Pause for a breath, lift your toes. Elbows hug in and up. Elbows hug towards each other and up toward the ceiling. Tail goes down. That's it. Lengthen that. That. Hands up high, look up, soft knees, fold down. Right foot steps back, right knee comes down. And fall up. Yeah, and fall down. Step back to dog. High plank, look forward. Down dog, look back. Right foot steps up, left knee down. Now we're with you, Stephanie. Hands up high, rising up. And down. Step up, hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, palms together, down the back. Hug your elbows, tuck your chin, let it out. Inhale, look up. Folding. Left foot steps back, left knee down. Your pace. And rise. Good, and fold. Step back, down dog. High plank, look forward. Down dog, look back. Step the left foot up, put the right knee down, and rise. Yeah, man. Set down. Step up. Sweep wide, sit down. Interlace your fingers, press straight up. Good. Knuckles to the crown of your head. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. In. So feel that when you bring your elbows wide, your shoulder blades go down the back. Quicker. Inhale up. Down. Keep your shoulders down. Flush out the shoulders, flush out the arms. That's it. Go 2 more. Up, look up, knees bend, fold down. Step your left foot back. Put your left knee down. Sweep your hands up high. Good. Drop your hands, shift your weight. And inhale up. And down. Forward and back. Your back toes are tucked under so that they're a kickstand. Yeah, there we go. Up and out. 1 more. Good. Hands stay high. Interlace your fingers. Tuck your chin and press the back toes down. Press the front heel. This will bring you halfway up so that my left hip is over my left knee. Joe, is that okay without a blanket? You good? Pinkies back. Roll your pinkies back and your thumbs up. Draw your ribs into your body. Yes, now bend your front knee. So ribs back, hands up, ribs into your body. Peggy. Yes, now tip right. Yes, tip right. Press your palms into the right side wall. Upright, hands down, down dog. Feel the left hand, left hip, left heel stay. Left base of thumb. Left outer shoulder, wrap it back. The center of your left heel. High plank, look forward. And tap your right knee. Plank. Tap your left knee. Plank. Tap your right knee. And plank. Tap your left knee. And plank. If you're lucky, you'll get a little bit shaky. Down dog. Let it settle. Let it run through you. Let it run through you. It didn't run over you. Let it run through you. Good. Left foot steps up. Right knee comes down. So with that plank, you might have generated a little juice. So I want you to just let yourself be easy here. That there are places that are easy, and then there are places that are challenging. And we just let the challenging all the way through. Right? So that we don't need to carry that effort of high plank forward. Good. As you come upright, interlace your fingers. Good, so I'm not forward, I'm coming back. I'm pressing my right toes down. My right hip is over my knee. As I press down, I send my hip forward and open. Find your pinkies back. Find your thumbs up and your ribs back. There we go, tail down, and slowly bend your front knee from there. Right? Use your eyebrows when you need to. So ribs back, tail down. Go left. Without going forward, because the forward is going to kind of blow you apart. You're going to go left. Hug your right hip forward, your left hip back. That's different. That's different. 1 more. Hands down. Step back, down dog. Notice right hand, right hip, right heel. Yeah. Softly. Base of your right thumb, outer right shoulder wrap up.
center of your right heel, inner thighs, wrap back, getting a little more potent. Good. High plank. Bring your feet together, bring your knees together, bring your knees to the floor, bring your feet to the floor, child's pose. So my knees are together, my feet are together, my feet are flat, fold it back. So when you take a deep breath there, you get a little stretch through the low back. Come up, hands, knees, a little bend towards chaturanga, right? Elbows back, heart forward. You're on the weight of the base of your knuckles. Now press back, child. Good, that's your inhale, come forward, that's your exhale. So it can be tiny. You can come forward and not even bend your elbows. You can come forward and bend your elbows an inch. Or you can come forward and bring your shoulders in line with your elbow. And as you do, hug your knees together. Hug your feet together. And use your legs to draw yourself forward and back. So your legs are doing more work than your arms, Laura. Hug your knees together. Like you can hold a nickel between your knees. Yeah. Use your legs. 3. Get a little juicy. We're just cleaning house. 2. Beauty. Good. Come forward. Tuck your toes down. Dog. Walk dog. So flush yourself out. One and then the other. Turn your chin. Jen, push more into the base of your fingers. Yes. So we just get a little juice moving. Right foot steps up. You're in a high lunge. Good. Bring your hands forward. Put your fingertips together. Lift your back heel. So a little pressure in the fingertips. And a little bend in the front knee. Good. Now as you straighten your back leg, put the heel to the floor. Right? Super. So put your heel to the floor. Step it in if you need to. Good. Little bend to the knee, like you're going to tap your knee. Press your fingers and tap your heel. Hop. So bend your knee. You are feeling from the base of your rib down through that hip to your heel. 2 more. Bend your knee. Now press to your heel. There we go. Bend your knee. Press to your heel. Keep that. Hands up high. Interlace your fingers. Press. Bend your front knee. So the back heel is on the floor. Engage that. Hands to the right. So heel is down. Now imagine you could take your front knee and plug it into the front wall. Keep your back heel down. Bend your front knee, Peggy. Bend your front knee. Bend your front knee. Yes. Good. Upright. Hands down. Step back. High plank. Tap your right knee and tap your left knee. Tap your right knee. Tap your left knee. That's all. Down dog. Press. Just making a little heat. Put your knees to the floor. Get a block under your right hand. And turn your right toes to the right. Tuck your toe under. So that my right toe is to the floor, my right knee is padded, my left heel is down, left hand up, overhead, reach. Stand in the left heel. Bring your left elbow to your left knee, tuck your chin. There's rounding and foot to the floor. Plug in, reach out. Good. Exhale, tuck in. And inhale, reach out. 3 more, your pace. And you're really connecting heel to hip to hand. Good. And then just pause. Pivot your right foot closer to the block. And send your right hip forward. Broaden your pelvis. Broaden your chest. Go where you need to go. Go where you're hungry to expand. Go where it's been closed for the winter. Excellent. Left hand high, sweep wide, set down, child. Hands are on the block. Hands are on the block. Hips are back. Walk your hands forward enough that there's a little bit of a reach. When you take a big breath in, you can feel there's an extra opening. That's it. That's it. Lord, move your block forward 1/2 inch. That's it. Now go. And breathe into that space in your back. Good.
Rise up. Down up.
Turn your chin, wag your tail, walk your dog, fidget out. Foot needs it. There you go.
Good, left foot steps to a lunge. So the fingertips are engaging my navel. Right there. My shoulder girdle is clean and clear. My bend of the knee comes down. Yeah. Rising, pivot your back heel into the floor. So the front knee might come up a little bit there. So bend the knee and plug it into the floor. And really begin to feel the floor. Reach for that. From your very fingertips, reach from your navel all the way back into your heel. One more. And now pause, press the fingers, find the heel, hands up high. Spread your fingers, spread your collarbones. From your back heel, your right hip comes forward. Go left. And your inhalation is making length across the front of your right hip. Yeah, man. Now bend your front knee. Good, good. Bend your front knee. Yeah. Hands up high, step down. Step back. Doggy, just stretching. Good. Knees to the floor. Block underneath your left hand. Turn your left toes out, tucked under. And bring your right hand over the top. Pause and find your right heel in the floor. Good. Turn your chin, no tension. Right elbow, right knee, tuck of the chin, round to the back, and unfold. And round, and release. Go. Your pace. 2 more. Good. Pause. Heel to the floor. Pivot your left foot closer to the block. Left hip comes forward, pelvis is broad. Open what has been closed. Slow your heart. Come into the experience without distress or strain. And look down and set down. Set your block aside. Widen your knees. Walk your fingertips forward so you're on only fingertips. Wag your tail. Inch your fingertips forward. Imagine that you could open your elbows, you could open your shoulders, you could open your armpits, you could lengthen your spine. We'll bring it into a twist by coming up to hands and knees. Plant your left hand, right hand behind your head, elbow high. Bring your elbow to your wrist. There's out. Elbow up, there's in. Your pace, your depth. Opening and closing. Feeling a little higher into the body, up under the armpit, up under the shoulder. Take your right hand high. Turn your palm to the front. As you shift your hips back, take your right hand on top of your left. Good. And then right hand high, open wide. Hips back, hand to hand, fold. Square the shoulders at the bottom, and as you unfold, right shoulder over left. 3 more, your pace. That's it. Bring your right hand under and through, thread the needle. Drop your right shoulder, place your left hand Flat to the floor, a foot up ahead of your face. Good, a little forward, a little back. Coming onto the right side of your head, a little wag of the tail, loosen the pelvis. Wriggle your right fingers. Soften the grip of your right shoulder. Let your chin fall in toward the body. Keep making the subtlest of adjustments to allow the turn. It's a great place, it doesn't need to change. If you're looking for more, you would walk your left hand overhead and a little to the right. Looking for more, lift your left knee. Finding a lunge in the left leg, turn towards the back of your head. Look to the ceiling. Walk your left fingers toward the right side of the mat. And notice if your breath suddenly got short, and just soften wherever you can to lengthen the breath, to lengthen the spine, to lengthen from the base of your tail to your heel. It all gets longer. Good. Left knee down first, left hand back, hands and knees. Let your head be heavy, fall down. Tuck your chin more, and now sway your hips side to side to release the spine. The heavier your head, the more you tuck your chin, the more you wag your tail, the more possibility to release the spine, to neutralize the turn. Good. Right hand is down, left hand behind your head. Elbow up, and then elbow to wrist. Inhale, you roll open, and exhale, you wrap down. Three. 2. Go where you can go. Good, good, good. Go where you can go. Left hand up to the side or overhead. And now left palm on top of right, sit your hips back. There's your child. Rising up, reaching up overhead, and then folding back. Square the shoulders as you come down, revolve the shoulders as you come up, and go 2 more at your pace. Yeah. Pausing, palm on palm. Drop the left shoulder, drop the left hip. Good. Reach the left hand high and then thread it through, dropping the left shoulder to the floor. Walk your right hand flat to the floor in front of your face, about a foot away. Wag your tail, turn your chin in towards your chest. Settle. And if you wanted to be tired at some point, this is a really great place to just be tired. And in the being tired, stop fighting the turn. Stop resisting your body right now. You can work there or rock your right hand overhead. Find your fingertips. Fingertips only, lift your palm. Yeah, that's it. Go a little to the left. There we go. Now lift your right knee. A little turn of the chin, slowly revolving toward the back of your head, slowly walking further to the left with the fingertips. And where can the breath go? Through the spine. The breath might be shaky or rough. Use that. Just comb it out. Good. And then the right knee comes down and the hands come back. And you tuck your chin, drop your head, wag your tail. Find down dog with your hips. Walk both feet to the left and step your left in front of your right. Cross down. Yep. Good. Bring your knees to the blanket, set it down to the mat. So your left is in front of your right. Good, widen your feet. On your exhale, fold back, hips back, hips back. Oh. Inhale, rise up. That's some spring cleaning. Exhale, fold back. So the front knee peels up, top of the back knee. One more, rise up. Wag your tail here, side to side. Wag your tail. And we're gonna cat-cow. Take your chin. Inhale, exhale. Loosen. Ha, loosen. Ha. Where are you sort of holding on without even realizing that you're holding? Ha. You bring the base of your knuckles down into the floor so you're not sitting in your wrists. Ha. And as you stir this up, get a little mobility through the spine. 4, 3, good. 2, good. Neutral, stir your hips in a circle. And that might be really sticky. I know. If looking at me helps you, then you can do that. Otherwise, find the circle in your hips. And loosen more. Just come a little undone. There we go. And now fold back slowly and rinse it out like your hips and thighs were a great sponge. And we can drop it out. Good. Unfold. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Bend in your knees and pull your heels over the balls of your feet. Press your hips high. Reach your heels back and down. Bend your knees. Lift your heels over the balls of your feet. Pull them forward. Lift your hips up high. Press into your hands. Heels back, heels down. So follow that. Bend your knees. Heels over the toes. Lift your hips. Heels back. Set down. Stay. Feel. Notice. Legs high. Both feet to the right side. Cross your right in front of your left. Bring your knees down. Widen your feet. Fold back. Just find that. Every side is different. Rise up and fold back. Right, the breath you're hearing in the room is the shift of tension out of the low back and the low body. Rise up, and you'll get it out by tucking your chin, cat-cow. So the thighs and the hips can be a place of real inertia, a place of storage. Definitely what my hips and thighs feel like are storage. And if you could get that moving, what if you could just empty out the closets and the drawers? The hips and the thighs hold ama, and ama is that which is unprocessed, unfinished. 3, 2, now circle. Even if it isn't a circle, or even if it's very small or very awkward, the awkwardness is just a buildup of inertia, and you're going to get the inertia moving so softly, so kindly. 3. It might make you really warm, really sweaty. Sweat is a way of removing ama. This is a good sign. Pause, widen your feet, and slowly fold back and rinse out like 2 great cloths. Elbows are heavy. Your head is heavy. Back of the body broadens. Soften the inner thighs and the outer hips. Soften through the knees until the tips of your toes can move. Yeah. To rise up. To unfold, to find your dog, to find what's there now. To reestablish your stance. Be still for a beat, be still. Yeah. So bend your knees, heels over the toes, hips up.
Heels back and down, breathe. Bend your knees, lift your heels, lift your hips, press your palms, and from your arms reach your heels back and down. One more, knees bend, heels up, hips up, hands down, heels down. There we are. Look to your blanket, fold it in half one time, and step yourself forward to widen your heels in front of it. So you can sit down, and your blanket is giving you a little lift. Widen. Shake your feet, shake your knees, shake your feet, shake your knees. Right? Getting all of that out of this space of ours that we wear all the time, one hand down, one hand over. Good. Taking your time to find the outer hip, the outer rib, the outer shoulder, the outer heel. Using the breath to clear the body. Good. When your right hand is down, pause. When your left hand is up, pause. So that you begin to turn a little bit. Sit heavily into your right hip. Bring your elbow off the floor and reach your fingertips. There we go. So with your fingertips, spin your left ribs back. Straighten your right arm. Yes, spin back. And drop your left hip toward the floor. Wriggle your left fingers. Nothing stuck. Nothing closed. Nothing closed. Toes are mobile. Toes are mobile. Now, right elbow toward the floor. Take your time. Take your time. Maybe it gets there. Maybe it doesn't. Right, and two hands on your thighs, just notice left side, right side. Left fingertips to the floor. Right hand comes up, comes over. So when we start out, we tend to have the right ribs wrapped over. Use your fingertips, get a little height, sit in the left hip, and wrap your right ribs back. That there's still mobility in your toes. There's still mobility in your right hand, and you can still smile. You're not maxed out. So that you can take your fingertips a little further and bend your left elbow. If you need to come in and out a little bit, find your way. Find your way, and then sit your right hip down. Yes, yes. Wake up your toes, Jen. Yeah, from there, all the way out. Perfect, perfect. Upright. Hands on thighs. So the opening you start to feel in the midbrain, you feel that up through the spine and into the midbrain, is because the sides of the spine are opening. Bring your left heel in, and then your right foot outside of your left knee. Super, super, super. So the left arm is wrapping around the right knee, just to make sure we're all there. Yes. So rather than crossing over, hold around it so that you can draw your thigh in towards you. Good, hand behind you. And inhale, sit up super tall. Turn at the navel by dropping down into your seat. Just a little rock, just a little loosen, a little forward, a little back. And let that rocking settle the seat down. And turn to look over your front shoulder. Yeah. So notice that it's really tempting to have your inner foot lift off the floor. Put your foot to the floor. Yeah. And as your foot goes to the floor, your heart comes up, and as your heart comes up, your head turns. Now we go. Inhale, turn to the front. Aww. And out through the back. Good. Heart up. Shoulder to shoulder. And as you face back, now if you choose, elbow
in front of the knee. Turning through the ribs. If you've got the space, left hand to the arch of your foot. Just bring your hand down. Right? At this point, right, left is kind of, it's not useful anymore.
It's always different.
There we go, turning through the navel, turning through the navel, turning so that when you unfold, both legs go straight out. And you uncoil. Uncoil. Good. You're seated on the blanket, little bend in the knees, hands up. As you bend, fold your elbows back. As you reach up, and then elbows down. So the same thing, you're going to reach up, you're going to fold forward, you're going to take your elbows back. You're going to reach out, you're going to reach up, you're going to bring your elbows down. Palms face forward. Inhale, to exhale, to reach up, to go back. Elbows wide, heart high, one more, reach up, go forward, take your elbows back, lead with your heart, reach up, and now stay. Pull your heels towards your hips, pull your heart forward, draw your shoulder blades towards your spine, but your fingers are still mobile. Out of the jaw, out of the face, like and hands down, neutral. Better. There's a real shoot through the spine there sometimes. So your right heel comes in, and your left foot comes across. And when you start out, that inner foot might be up, and that's cool. Wrap around the front of the knee to start, and just start by a little rock side to side. A little rock forward and back, and you're finding the seat coming down, right? Yes, when you find yourself facing everyone else, you know you went the wrong way.
Something's wrong. Am I right now?
And then steady, turning to the left shoulder, and then to the right shoulder. Your pace, shoulder to shoulder. Where is it sticky? Where is it closed? Facing front, an option to take the knee. So it means your heel's coming in, the foot's coming flat, you're coming a little taller. Right hand to the inside arch of the right foot, and then stay. So you are bound, but you are tall. Trust the bind and soften where work is unnecessary. So that you can fall up. And releasing. Turn center, legs out, shake out your feet, shake out your knees, let it uncoil. Really everything we're doing in our asana is to access the spine. Bend your knees, pull it, heels in, same thing, hands up. Fold forward, draw your elbows back, that's exhale. Reach forward, reach up. And elbows down, that's inhale, exhale, inhale up, and fold, and up, and out. 2 seconds. One more second. All the way to the tips of your toes, all the way to the tips of your fingers. Your toes are drawing back, your fingers are spread, nothing's tight, it's all awake. Elbows down, shoulder blades back, as though you would take the backs of your hands further back behind your head. Your toes are mobile, your heart is high, it's a back bend, it's an anchoring, it's an opening. So that when you sit upright and you cross your legs and you land your hands on your thighs, just arrive. That there is a bright, radiant calm. One shoulder up and then down, and the other and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and looser, looser. Yep, awesome. That you could just pick it up and drop it down. That you could scrub loose the tension at the tops of your shoulders and the base of your skull. Let go more than you pick up. Good. 3, 2, 1. Hands down. You roll. Bend your right elbow and roll your right shoulder back in a great circle. In a great circle. All the way up under the back of your arm, the back of your shoulder. You didn't even realize you were holding in there. Mm-hmm. Where does it need to go? All the way out the fingertips. Good. Oops. All good. Your right hand circles go wide to the right. Turn your thumb down. Take the back of your hand to your spine. Left hand wide. Thumb down. Take the thumb to the pinky edge. Go a little up. A little shimmy. A little shimmy. Good. Turn your chin to the left. Open your hand wide. Turn your chin to the right shoulder and make a fist. That's exhale. Turn left. Opening. That's inhale. Take your time. Take your time. The fist is tight. You're squeezing out the hand, the shoulder, the face, the turn, and then you're letting it go. One more. So that you turn your chin to neutral, you open your hand to soft and a little shimmy. And now let everything out of your right shoulder, right jaw, right ear canal, right lung, right hand down, and hands to thigh. Left shoulder circles, left elbow circles. Mm-hmm. Oh. All the things that it's connected to, all the things it's been carrying. Oh, shake out the fingertips, open and close your fist, so that you can take your left hand wide, turn your thumb down, take it to the back, right hand thumb down. Now your thumb goes to the pinky edge, and it helps the left hand come up. So it walks up the mid-spine and a little shimmy. A little shimmy. Open your hand wide, turning right. Close your left tight, turning left. So turning right, you open. And turning left, you close. You get all the way into each joint of your fingers. The front of the shoulder, the underside of your jaw. And then find neutral, find center. A little shimmy. Ease it up, ease it through. A little shimmy. The jaw, the lips, the tongue. And then the hands down. Good. Right hand to your left knee. Left hand high. Revolve. Put it all together. Left hand wide. Oh. So turn your chin to the right shoulder and to the left. As you turn to the right shoulder, if you like, bring your right shoulder down towards your right knee. And rise up. Oh, turning. One more of those. Shoulder to knee, look down, revolving all the way. And upright. And turn and turn and turn and turn and turn and let go. And left hand to right knee. Right hand high. Revolve, 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 revolve. Right hand back. Find that. Look to the left shoulder. Bring your left shoulder towards your left knee. Oh, and back. Inhale as you go back. Exhale, shoulder to knee. And find your turn all the way to the top of your head. And let go and turn center. And be still, close your eyes. Feel the very crown of your head. That portal, that access point where our antenna draws in all that is beyond us. Down through the spine, down through all that is us into our seat. You are all of it. Any adjustment you need for your seat, sort it out so that you can be steady and tall. If cross legs doesn't work for you, then spread them wide, but sit up tall. We use the mind, so we use the body. But conclude in your mind, and then we'll have a huge, juicy Shavasana, I promise. But land this and use what we've made. It's such an incredible line from the seat to the crown, the Sushumna. Sutra Atma, the seam of your soul. So let your attention find the base of your spine. Just resting. You can feel where you sit on the sits bones. Feel the space between them. And from there, rise up to a point right behind your belly button, and then back down on the exhale. So on the inhale, you would rise to right behind the belly button, and on the exhale, you would drop back down. Your attention is riding your breath. And you're not changing your breath. It doesn't need to be bigger. Use your mind. It can be a line of light. It can be a ball of light. It can be simple sensation. But start to track from the base of your seat to behind your navel and back down. Up the spine from behind the navel up to behind the heart and back down, right behind the navel. Up the spine to behind the heart, and on the exhale, drop back down behind the navel. Without changing your breath, just riding the breath. A ball of light, a line of light, a sensation. Behind your heart to the crown of your head. And on the exhale, crown of the head to behind your heart. Use your attention, use your mind. Base of your spine, from the base of your spine back to the crown of the head. From crown to base on exhale, from base to crown on inhale, without changing the breath. Use your mind. Train yourself. The body soften around your attention. no strain. That for 30 seconds you're completely focused only on that line. Everything else falls away. And then you let go of the effort and you just notice. Freedom of your mind. Deepening your breathing. And a longer exhale through the shoulders, through the hands. Take your blanket. Starts here. Hold it 2/3 of the way. And take the corner and tuck it in. You just open it. So there's your starting rectangle. Now come 2/3 over. So that you have a little tuck it in the other corner. Yeah, and the other. Yeah, and then fold it over. And that will hold your head. That doesn't pop out. That's going to hold your head. Get your bolster. And with your bolster, was it Stephanie? I'll get her one. Turn your bolster on its side so that it supports up the back of your knees. And then I lie back, and 1/3 of the blanket is under my shoulders, and the other part is holding the sides of my head. Perfect. Hey. Warmup. Palms down, open the arms, widen more than you think. Widen your feet. Right? Breathing in for 4. Breathing out for 6. Yeah. I don't think I got one. Okay. And then 3 natural breaths. So we're going in for 4, out for 6, and then 3 natural breaths. You are in charge of 4 in, 6 out, and you are not in charge of the natural breaths. Beginning to distinguish the breath you are taking and the breath.
Of its own.
Release the technique of the breath so that it is entirely natural breath, entirely free. No effort.
of return without hurry, a hint of a smile, gratitude to the body, to the time, to the freedom, to the ease. And the breathing grows slowly full and sweet. Every morning I want to kneel down on the golden cloth of the sand and say some kind of musical thanks for the world that is happening again. Another day. From the shawl of wind coming out of the west to the firm green flesh of the melon lightly sliced and eaten. Its chill and ample body flavored with mercy. I want to be worthy of what? Glory? Yes, unimaginable glory. Lord of melons, of mercy, I am ready, and I am worthy, and I am climbing toward you. Bring your palms together and rub them lightly. Walk one foot in, then the other. Rub the soles of your feet together. And then bring your hands to your shins, your knees wide and side to side. Taking your time to move yourself back into a simple seat. Tall and upright, reach wide. Bring it right down the middle. We'll do 3 ohms with the arms reaching wide and down. We're in the final week. Tomorrow is the last Sunday of our Kundalini sequence. We're all in. It's the whole shebang. It's 9 minutes. So the measure of a great practice is threefold. More joy, less fear, and the time between idea and action or idea and manifestation is shortened. I'm sitting on the couch, man, I should really get up and do the dishes. Maybe. Or, I'm going to get up and do the, oh, they're done. That's practice. That's because I've learned how to have an idea and then do it. So 9 minutes of doing this means I override all the weirdness that would happen between the idea and the doing. I'm just kind of getting it out of my system. It's magic. I'll be back tomorrow at 8. Bye, Lynn.
Thank you.